Hello and welcome to 5-Minute History, where we explore the fascinating events and figures from throughout history. Today, we're taking a look at 5 African royals who were captured and sold into slavery. These rulers were once powerful leaders in their own right, but their lives took a dramatic turn as they were forced into bondage and taken from their homes. From their struggles for freedom to their eventual release, we'll delve into the stories of these remarkable individuals. Prince William Ansa Sesiraku. Prince William Ansa was born in 1736 in Anamabo, Gold Coast, which is now modern-day Ghana in West Africa. He was born a royal prince and heir to the throne of Anamabo in the central region of Ghana. His father, Chief Eno Bayes, was a slave trader and an important ally for any trader in the city. When Sesiraku was old enough, his father sent him to England for quality education and to build a partnership with the English to gain accurate information about Europe. However, the ship's captain who was entrusted with transporting Sesiraku sold him into slavery in Barbados instead. Sesiraku was later freed by the Royal African Company, an English company operating the slave trade, and was transported to England before he was sent back home to Anamabo. Prince Ayuba Suleiman Diallo. Prince Ayuba was born in 1701 in Bundu, present-day Senegal. He was a descendant of Muslim Fulbe religious leaders and a merchant and scholar. In 1730, he and his interpreter were captured by members of the Mandinka tribe and sold to the Royal African Company. Diallo was settled in Annapolis, Maryland, and later sent to England where he learned to communicate in English and infiltrated the clique of the London elite. In 1734, he was finally able to return to the Gambia, but his homeland had been destroyed by war, his wives were remarried and his father had already died. Princess Anta Majigin Ndiaye. Princess Anta was born in 1793 in the powerful Wolof Kingdom in modern-day Senegal, West Africa. As a member of the royal family, she lived a life of luxury, surrounded by guards and servants who protected her from the constant raids by the Tayeto raiders from the nearby Fula Toro Kingdom. Her royal status, however, could not save her from the tragic fate that awaited her. In 1806, Princess Anta was captured by the Tayeto raiders, along with 2 young girls who were believed to be her servants from the Wolof Kingdom. At the time, she was just 13 years old and it is unlikely that the raiders were aware of her elevated social status. She was taken away to Gorée Island, a notorious slave trading hub, where she was kept captive along with other slaves. Princess Anta was eventually sold to Zephaniah Kingsley, a wealthy plantation owner, businessman, and slave ship captain from Florida. Despite the inhumane circumstances of her captivity, Princess Anta was able to make the most of her situation and eventually found happiness with Kingsley. The two got married and she became a rich plantation owner in Florida, living a life that was far removed from the one she had known in the Wolof Kingdom. Over 200 years would pass before the residents of Senegal learned of Princess Anta's survival and transformation from a captive slave to a wealthy land and slave owner. The story of her life was revealed in the book Anta Majigin Ndiaye Kingsley, African Princess, Florida Slave, Plantation Slave Owner. This book shed light on the remarkable story of a young princess who survived great tragedy and adversity and went on to make a new life for herself in a foreign land. Before we continue, make sure to give this video a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support means a lot to us and helps us create more informative and engaging content for you. Prince Abdurrahman Ibrahim Ibn Sori. Prince Ibrahim was born in 1762 in Timbo, modern-day Guinea, and held the title of commander. In 1788, his father bestowed upon him the title of emir, and he was in charge of a 2,000-man army. During one of their military operations, he was captured and sold to the British, and then to Thomas Foster, a slave master located in Natchez, Mississippi. In 1826, Sori sent a letter to his family members in Africa, which found its way to the Sultan of Morocco, who asked President John Adams and Secretary of State Henry Clay to release Sori. In 1829, Foster agreed to release Sori for no payment, but Sori had to leave the U.S. immediately and return to Africa. He lived in Liberia for 4 months before contracting a fever and dying at the age of 67. King Taki. King Taki was a renowned Fanti king from the Gold Coast, now known as modern-day Ghana. Although there is limited information about the specific group of Fantis he governed, some research suggests he might have been a ruler of a settlement in Kamendo or Koromansi, located in the central region of Ghana. Despite his own involvement in the slave trade and being a wealthy merchant, Taki was eventually captured during the Commander Wars and sold into slavery. In May 1760, Taki led a revolt with his followers, starting at the plantation where they worked, killing the owners and freeing all slaves. The uprising continued until July when Taki was fatally shot and killed. To show that the rebellion had been quelled, Taki's head was cut off and displayed in the town center as a warning to all the freed slaves in Taki's army. These 5 African royals who were captured and sold into slavery represent just a few of the countless individuals who endured the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade. We hope that by sharing these stories, we can shed light on this dark chapter of history and pay tribute to the bravery of these African royals. Thank you for watching and be sure to tune in next time for more 5-Minute History.